Inflation's cooling, better than the was expected. We got 3.2%, much less than what was projected. And why am I fuming right now? Because Xfinity in Renton was down all day. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning trying to find out what's going on. I can't get any internet connection. I'm gone for most of the day. I come back. It's still 8 o'clock at night. I still can't. Oh no, 8 o'clock at night I could finally get back on for like 20 minutes, and then we lost connection again until about 3 o'clock in the morning. Which at that point I was too tired to get up at 5:30, not realizing that the CPI report must have come out late because it was supposed to come out Monday, and one day out of the internet, and I've lost all connections the most important day, because what had happened is what I was preaching here is over 3.7%, 4%. It's going to be terrible for the market. It was projected to go 4.4% on Friday. Then Monday, or yet this morning at 5:30, we get a 3.2% rate. So much lower than expected, but where's my PPI report that was due today? I don't know. I'm hearing nothing about it. I would be really anxious because I think November 30th, if the numbers are good for the personal consumption, which is really one of the biggest keys for the Fed to make a determination on raising rates, I think that's going to be good numbers too. I would be all in, except this damn thing, the Fed, has got to come up, or I guess I should say Congress. We got to get this resolved, and it just doesn't sound like they're going to get it resolved on Saturday. So for that reason, I stayed out of the market, not knowing what was going on Monday, not knowing what's going on this morning, not knowing I should have been up at 5:30 in the morning to catch the inflation report, because the stock market jumps on the news at 5:30 this morning, just skyrockets up. So by 6:30 in the morning, when the market opened, it was already soaring. Uh, I've included this website in the email. You can check it out. You may have saw my last video where I was talking about, I think that oil prices are down, and maybe that's going to have an effect. So she goes on to talk about how this was the biggest hitter, and also another big hitter is the housing market. Oh, I just saw that the housing costs rose slower than expected. So these are things you might want to go in and check on the website to learn about it. I'll jump to this watch list I have. So this is why I do ETFs. And now Plug is not an ETF. It's an individual stock I have. But Nail, Blink, LABU, TNA, Klein, DRN, this is the real estate fund. All of these are smoking hot in a single day. Jumps on ETFs. So look at all these. These are all ETFs coming down the list. These are all ETFs, mid cap, which is killing me because I just sold the mid cap. I sold the small cap. I didn't sell it all. Okay, so I tell you guys, I sell, I take profits, but I leave money in there on the table too, just in case something happens and I'm not ready for it. So yeah, I got money coming in. SOXL, one of my worst performers, is still at 10%. I'm getting a 10% return on one of the worst ones. Utility is a safety play, so I'm getting 10% on that. This is gold. This is healthcare, pharmaceutical, clean energy, emerging market, industrials, robotics, all above 6%. Every one of these ETFs are above 6%. Now, another fund I would follow if I were young was, oh, I don't have the QQQ here. SPXL is the S&P 500. It just mimics whatever is going on with the S&P, which is great. 6% rate is great. My tech fund, not really performing well. 5%, my worst performer, my worst tech fund performer that I have. And then you finally see an individual stock. The individual stock is the most competitive with any of the ETFs is Tesla at 5%. But again, this is why I'm trading the ETFs. I'm going to get a much better rate of return if you're buying on the lows. That's why I'm holding on to them. I didn't sell everything. Cloud and LIT. These two here are ETFs based on clean energy. This is lithium batteries. This is an individual stock, Rivian. Gush is doing poorly because it's an oil, and even though it's doing poorly, it's still at a 3% rate of return. And you have advanced micro devices, which is semiconductors, the defense and aerospace ETF. So I don't own this ETF, but it is an ETF, and it's still outperforming Amazon. Cure is a healthcare provider ETF, semiconductor fund. This is Google, Nvidia, Boeing, Apple, Microsoft. The top companies are all on the up, but the percentage wise, they're nowhere near the ETFs. So buying on the market low on the ETFs, I think, provides you the best chance for gains. Why is this killing me that this came out without me knowing? Is this probably would have been my single best performance. I'm at probably about $70,000 gains today in a single day, but I was hoping for another drop and then this to happen. Really trying to get over 100,000. I probably would have been over $100,000 today had I not done all my sells. So again, worst case scenario for me was the market went up and I made money. Best case scenario for me was the market would have went down and then came back up. But again, that's why I don't sell everything, because I still have money in there, and as frustrated as I am, I'm still up over 70-some thousand dollars. I won't know till the close of business today, but currently I'm in this one fund here. I'm up 70 or 50-some grand, and I got 3 other funds, including my 401k. So I don't know really where I'm up. I know I'm up over 70 something for now, but I would be all in. I would be telling you guys to go all in. I'm just worried about this. I just want to, I got a lot of money in, so I'm just going to write it, not this. I want to get this thing out of our hair. This should have nothing to do with investing, but it has a lot to do with it. So I just don't like the fact that we're being controlled in in our investments through all this government BS. All right, so again, I had no power, no internet connection all day Wednesday, not till 3 o'clock in the morning. Even at 3 in the morning, I woke up at 6, and then found out that CPI must have come out today without me knowing. And yeah, this is where we're at. So just beware. We got to get through this, and then I think if this comes out good, then we're investing back to normal.